Hey, everybody.
Hi.
I think we're live now. How are you doing? We have a lot to cover today, so thank you for joining. I'm just going to wait a little bit to let people join. I'll talk about what we're going to cover before we start going into it. I wanted to talk about the latest products from Hero Realms that are available in retail officially today. I know many of you already have them from our Kickstarter. Rob is going to talk about some things from the Sorcerer Kickstarter, which is
final days.
Yeah. If you have not backed, you should definitely back. Katie can drop a link. No pressure or anything, but just I as the person who's in charge of marketing, I always get emails the day after of, oh, I meant to and I forgot. Can I still get in the pledge manager? And you know, we normally do have late backing, but you're not getting the updates. It's not quite, you're not helping with the stretch goals. So if you plan to back, don't forget, you can get over there and do it today. I will talk a little bit about Gen Con Online, which is not going as well as we had hoped, but we do have some exciting things happening. And then we have a bunch of samples. We posted a couple of videos on Kickstarter updates yesterday. We want to show some of the samples to you here live because that's one of the great things about these lives. We told you when we get samples, we're going to show you. So let's see, I think we have some people here now. So I'll go ahead and get started. So Hero Realms in retail. So we have already, I just want to mention that the Ancestry Pack is already in retail. This is really cool. You can choose your race and use your favorite character pack with one of these races and you get additional capabilities and you can play that way. This is already in retail.
Yeah, it works with solo and co-op.
With solo and co-op.
Right? And competitive.
Competitive. Yeah. I think we should do we had a really excellent live game playthrough this weekend.
With no technical errors.
We're highly skilled. We totally didn't drop a camera off the tripod. No batteries ran out. The sound was going the whole time.
Smooth.
But now that we're so good, I think we should do a playthrough.
Sure.
With Ancestry Pack. Maybe the new Journey Pack. So the new Journey, I'm going to get this camera right. The 4 new Journey Packs are also out in retail this week. So if you did not get them through the Kickstarter, definitely order them. You can get them, pick them up, or order them for pickup at your local game store. These add additional, I don't know if you want to comment on these a little bit, but these add additional things to the trade row. And then
so basically, just like the Ancestry Pack, you can use it in PvP or the solo and co-op play with the campaign. You get new cards for the market deck, including new types of cards. So the Hunters and Travelers packs contain more champions and actions for the market, the Conquest and Discoveries packs have new quest cards. These work in a similar way to the missions in Star Realms, where basically it gives you something you're trying to achieve. But unlike the missions in Star Realms, instead of getting a sort of standard reward for that particular mission, when you complete a quest, you get a treasure. And there's treasure cards in there as well. And those cards, when you get them, they'll go, you get a treasure, you just grab it, and you'll just acquire it for free as part of completing that quest. And those cards have some really cool effects, but we also put costs on them. So the ones that when you can use them without the quest if you like, so you can shuffle them in the market and treat them like regular items. And also there'll be extras when you're there's a certain number you need for your quests, and the remainder you can shuffle into the market deck, and they can be additional items for you. So those are some awesome new packs for the market deck.
Thank you for talking a little bit about those while I grabbed my props. So I also, in case people haven't seen this is the Hero Realms Adventure Storage box. These boxes are really big. I actually have 2 to show you because I want to show you the whole box. The art, of course, is beautiful. You get to see some of our art in more enlarged than it is on the playing cards, and the back looks cool too. These are all the dividers you get inside, which I'm going to show you the inside.
And we've got a
really
cool
quick.
On the front. All the characters are on there. You can see.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. This is $29.99, available in retail now, and the reason why I had 2 is just to easily show you the inside really quick. So this holds an entire Hero Realms collection. Let's see if I can get this angle a little bit better. Entire Hero Realms collection. So you see we have a rolled up playmat in here. We have the divider cards here, which there's a divider card, one for each set. Do you want to clank a couple of these together?
Oh, sure, yeah. So basically, these they're nice thick camera. They're nice thick plastic. They're hard. They're really beautiful artwork. So these guys are
also
awesome.
Oversized dividers, and there's a section to put your oversized cards for heroes. Oh, I happen to have one here that came out with my finger. So that's really great. And we have our rule books in here as well. And there's foam blocks. So, if you don't have the whole collection, you can use the foam blocks to take up space. And then, as you add to your collection, you can add it in here. And we're going to show you some other accessories today as well. So that's the Hero Realms Adventure Storage Box. That, as I mentioned, is in retail now. So if you didn't get it through the Kickstarter, you should be able to pick it up at your local game store, or if they don't have it in stock, they can order it through their distributor. We're carried by all the major distributors. Hello, everybody. We also do have this box available on our online store as well. So if you don't have a local game store, you can check it out there as well. So I think that was everything I had for the Hero Realms retail. So I'm going to hand off to you, Rob.
So as we mentioned earlier, the Sorcerer Endbringer Kickstarter is in its final days. As Debbie mentioned, we did a flawless playthrough stream where
it was a comedy of errors is the best way
the game went great, but
the game was awesome.
Our technical skills may have been a little lacking.
We had some very good dice rolls when we really needed them. Well, actually, I won't say how it ended.
So it was
you have to watch.
Good. We had a good battle. We were playing the cooperative version. So there's a really nice video on the page showing the solo play of Endbringer that was done by the Quackalope guys, and that's got high production quality and looks really nice. But some people were asking about seeing co-op play, seeing some of the different cards. So Debbie and I did
play.
Yeah, so Debbie and I played together, co-op game, and we changed up the army deck that our nemesis used. So this was the Demiurge, which we talked about a little bit last time. So we played against the Demiurge and his disgusting horde of newborn creations.
Nude creations.
And those guys evolve during the game. So when they attack, they frequently get tactic, which gives them the ability to evolve. So they gain one of these counters, and these counters give different abilities that you can see on the reference card there. So we were playing against that army, super fun. So you can check out that video. The Kickstarter has unlocked a bunch of Kickstarter's unlocked a bunch of packs already. We've unlocked 41 promo cards at this point, and I'm sure we're going to unlock a lot more in the last 48 hours. The campaign coming up. We've got at this point
full booster packs,
3 full packs already unlocked, and the 4th pack we are almost there. So probably the good chance by like the end of the day today, we might have the full 4 packs unlocked. So that's 2 additional character packs and 2 additional domain packs for Sorcerer. Plus, there's a lot of awesome content in the campaign, and it has a great options for new players. So if you haven't played Sorcerer before, you can jump in either with the new player set, which will give you a lot of great content pretty cheap, or the everything tier if you want to get everything we've ever made for Sorcerer and just get a full collection of all the gameplay content that you can have. So check it out. It's really
all
sweet.
The combos are very cool, and there is a Sorcerer discussion group on Facebook where people are chatting about various combinations. So if you like to chat about that kind of stuff, you can head over there. And
Cool. And then we were discussing
there's a suggestion that you should get pink hair, Rob. Roger. I think that's a pretty good suggestion.
And then we can do a who wore it better. Yeah.
And a skinny top.
Yeah, well.
This is a dress, actually.
All right. So we were discussing our upcoming Gen Con stuff. So we got some cool stuff planned.
So the digital conventions are kind of like our live stream playthrough. You know, they're working out the kinks. We're working out the kinks. So Gen Con Online, we have quite a few things set up. I know a lot of people are some are a bunch are registered and a bunch are waiting to register for the Star Realms Legend Series. It is happening. We've just had a lot of back and forth with Gen Con. We wanted to be very organized and send everyone their code via email. They don't want us to be able to access people's emails, which makes sense for privacy reasons, but there's been a lot of back and forth and delays in getting our event back up and posted. It was posted, it got taken down when we asked if we could also capture people's email addresses. And I am expecting that it will go back up today. I think we've resolved all the back and forth with them. And if for any reason it does not, then we will go back to the method that we used in June, which is having a registration on our page. So, I'll send out an email when it is online, or I'll post it up on the Star Realms page and the Star Realms fan created community page, and I'll comment on this link as well. So if anyone likes or comments on this post, you'll get an update on the Gen Con Online stuff. But a couple things that we're running at Gen Con Online, I suggested on the last few streams, but for anyone new, to subscribe to our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/White Wizard Games if you're a Twitch user. We also are, like we're doing with this Facebook Live, we'll be multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube and Facebook. We generally do it to the White Wizard Games Facebook page. So you might have seen this pop up on Epic because we're going to be showing a lot of cool Epic stuff today. So I also multi-streamed on that page, but we don't always stream on every page. So if you can like the White Wizard Games page, that's the page we will always be streaming on if you want to catch some of our Gen Con Online stuff. On Friday from 1 to 3, which is August 31st, or the 31 days in August 31st. Rob and Darren will have Meet the Wizards for a couple hours. Those two will be on Twitch taking questions. Ask me anything. Well, I'll be taking questions in some of our discussion groups so that I'll have a bunch of questions to ask them.
Yeah.
And you can ask them questions live, but it'll be a little bit different than this, and that will cover a lot of different topics. So, you know, I'll give them some things to cover. Well, you can ask questions. We can show you some of our games.
Yeah.
It's kind of free form, get to know Rob and Darwin. So Darwin, if you're watching, I need to get him set up in the whole live streaming thing between now and then so we can invite him into the stream, but we have the technology to do that. So I think that'll be just fine. And I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We just need everyone to come and ask them really hard questions or funny questions. You can also ask questions in the comments here, and I'll bring them to that and ask them on the stream. So if you don't want to ask live on the stream, you can ask your questions ahead of time or send me a message, and I'll ask all the hard questions for you anonymously. So that's on Friday afternoon. Friday at 8 p.m., CJ is doing Epic card game streaming, and we're also going to do some giveaways on that stream. So he always does stream Epic Card Game on Mondays and Fridays at 8 p.m., but it's on the official Gen Con schedule. And because it's Gen Con Online, we'll be doing some giveaways. That'll be actual, like, real, some digital stuff, but we'll also give away some physical games as well. So we encourage you to join there and pop in if you're around. Yeah. And then on Saturday, we have the Star Realms Legend Series at 1 p.m. We're going to I'll post below a link that will have all the details of this so that you don't have to write everything down. The 1 p.m. is on Saturday, which we've mentioned multiple times on this stream before, is the Star Realms Legend Series. If you win, you become a card in the game. It's $2 to register. It's very inexpensive. I think it's going to be really fun. And then on Sunday, we have an Epic card game Legend Series. Again, winner becomes a card in the game. Our artists do an amazing job making cards based on your likeness. So beautiful. Yeah,
it's such a cool prize.
Most amazing prize in the world. And that's constructed. So if you don't have a constructed deck, get going on Epic Card Games. CJ's showing some decks in his live streams.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you check out CJ's stream this Friday, he'll be talking about some decks there. We'll I think he's going to also put some in the blog post as well. So if you're not familiar with the constructed formats, you can, we'll have some sweet decks that you can use. And it's one of the great things about the Epic digital app. It plays like a trading card game, but you just get every single card in the game for free. There's no like having to find cards or buy cards. You get the game, you have every single card. You see somebody play a cool deck, you can just build that cool deck. You don't have to play for 100 hours to unlock it or spend, thousands of dollars to get all the cards. Free, you have every single card. Any deck you see, you can build, you can draft, you can play sealed. So if you're into the trading card game style play, Epic is awesome and it's free. The only thing you pay for is if you want to play competitively, or if you want cosmetics like shiny foil cards, you can pay for those. But the gameplay and all the content free.
Yes. And so Friday night CJ will be streaming, and we'll have this is on the 1st. He does it every Friday night, but during Gen Con Online we'll have also prizes. You can play him anytime he's streaming, and if you challenge him and you lose, you get a prize. If you challenge him and you win, you get a better prize.
He's not easy to beat, though. I will warn you.
I also recommend Tom's epicgaming.com. Tom Sorensen, a member of the community, he creates a lot of great content. Yeah. He does stuff on constructed decks as well. So there's a lot of resources over there on his website. Okay, and one other thing on Gen Con Online I want to mention. So on Sunday, if there's any aspiring game designers out there, we're doing a panel which isn't about our products. It's about helping out game designers that are pitching games to publishers and want to get feedback on their designs and just how they pitch in general. It's called the Designer Shark Tank. And Rob and I will be participating in that, as well as additional publishers, where designers will come and have a few minutes to give an elevator pitch on their designs, and we'll give them feedback. Again, it's going to be casual and fun. But I wanted to mention it in case we have any aspiring game designers, or if you wonder kind of how publishers think when they're looking at game designs. Sure.
And if you're just casual and interested in it,
you just watch. It's going to be on the Twitch. So if you had subscribed to the Twitch or the Facebook group, it'll pop up. You'll get the notification. That is Sunday at 1. And if you are playing in the Epic tournament, don't worry. We'll record it, and the videos will be up on all those different channels as well. So for both that and for you and Darwin, and for CJ, they're all on Twitch. So actually, you don't have to pay any money to do the Twitch. You don't even need a Gen Con ticket. You can just go to the Gen Con site, look it up, or just go to our Twitch TV when I drop the link below with the schedule. You can go and watch it. You don't have to be registered at Gen Con Online, but
unless you want to submit a game or something.
There's a lot of cool stuff. At Gen Con Online. There's a lot of amazing events. Okay, I think I've talked too much about Gen Con Online. Sorry.
All right. So finally, as Debbie mentioned, we got yesterday. We got some samples from the factory. These were both samples for some of our upcoming Epic stuff. So, for example, we got Epic Duels here. So this is a 2-player box set, part of the Epic Jungle Kickstarter with high alert stuff. So this came, and I'll just show a couple quick things in here. So of course there are lots of new cards. But one of the cool things about this set is we've added these punch outs. So basically we have these coins here, which track your when your gold is spent. So you got a big gold tracker here. When you spend your gold in the game, you can just flip it over so people can easily see whether you have gold available. We also have this this banner, which is we use for a current player marker. So this is really nice for new players. Sometimes people get a little bit confused with the ability to respond on your opponent's turn and those sorts of things that happen in Epic. So this indicates whose turn it is. So who's going to be able to do attacks and play champions during their main phase, etc. Player who's got this, that's they're the one taking their turn. When their turn's over, they can hand it over to the other player. So just some nice little accessories in there. There's also these
I like this.
these large player aids. So this one's got it's got keywords on one side and like a little quick cheat sheet for taking your turn and such on the other. So so that's some really nice little add-ons we have in there. It's a $20 set that'll be coming out in retail late this year or early next year, and we're getting it ready for Kickstarter backers now. So basically, sample from the factory, we're checking the quality on all the cards, that sort of thing. Give them feedback. We're giving them feedback on a couple little tweaks we want to improve the quality, and then they'll send us another round of samples. Another thing we got for Epic, which is super sweet, we got a giant storage box. This is just like the one Debbie was showing for Hero Realms. So you've got multiple rows. Oh yeah. So anyway, multiple rows. You can hold all your entire Epic collection in here. These are long enough to have a playmat if you've got one of those. Foam blocks to keep your cards in position. And the artwork on this is super sweet. So got beautiful artwork there on all the sides, just really gorgeous artwork. The Epic art had, just like all the games in that we make, the artwork is gorgeous on this. So really beautiful art. And comes,
on Duels, do you want to mention the quick start guide?
Oh yeah, so
it's a good way to teach, and I totally agree, and we've done some improvements.
Yeah, so Duels is a great way to teach the game. So that set, this Duel set that I was showing you a minute ago, this it's full Epic. So the cards are great cards. They're in the app now. So, and we did a print and play for the backers. So basically, great stuff for your constructed decks and for drafting. Like, you know, when you're drafting and there's a card from Duels there, you're going to want it just as much as you're going to want a card from any of the other sets. However, in that set, we only used 4 of the available keywords in Epic to make it a little bit easier for people to remember what the various cards do. And the keywords are listed right on the back of that sheet. So so we use the like abilities like Tribute, Ambush, Airborne. We have those. We have champions using only 4 of the keywords, so it's easier for new players to process. So we have so the cards are sort of designed to learn the game, and it will also come with a rule book, of course, but also a playthrough guide, which will walk you through your first game. And the packs are actually set up so like there'll be a cover card on your pack saying, okay, this deck contains the Evil and Wild deck, and don't open it up until you're checking the quick start guide. And there'll be one of those for each of the 2 decks, and the quick start guide will actually walk you through your first game, tell you a card you're drawing, plays you're going to make, why you're making them, all those sorts of things. Completely walks you through a game of Epic so that you can sort of see how it's played. And then of course it's a full set. You can shuffle play, you can play with the decks as we made them, or you can switch up the colors or draft or play sealed with it. All the different ways you can play Epic works with Duels. So yeah, it's great learning set. Also with the storage box, there's these comes with the dividers, just like the Hero Realms and Star Realms ones. So these are nice big plastic dividers. Here you can see one for a set, so you can divide up your collection by the various packs. We also have it set up with cards by their color and type. So we've got a divider for each of the various factions. So here's the Sage ones, and for the different card types. So that's a really great way as a player who likes to play constructed or whatnot. This is a great way to organize your cards. So you'll have your cards by color and by type. So the regular champions that you can only play on your own turn, you got a divider for those. The cards that you can play the events and the champions with ambush that you can play on your opponent's turn. So one that costs a gold, you've got there, and your free cards that you'll be able to play without paying any cost. You've got a separate divider for. So you got those for every color. So for example, here's the free divider for goods. So you've got those, so you can break up your entire collection that way. Additional dividers for your draft cards, and basically you can organize your entire collection. So really sweet stuff there. And then we also got some samples for the Star Realms Deluxe Nova Collection. So we got additional samples of the foils. Those were just showing us new paper. So basically, we didn't change the foiling techniques that we showed you last time. They were just a thicker cardstock. Basically, I want to find the perfect paper to print these the foil cards on. So we're testing a bunch of those, and we also got the samples of the score dial. So you can see here, this is Star Empire dial, and on the back, you can see we have the 100 added here. So if if you're playing your authorities between 0 and 99, you use this side. And then when you go above 100, you can swap to this side. So these score trackers can actually handle authority all the way from all the way up to 199 authority. Hopefully you won't be gaining more than that, or your opponent should probably throw in the towel. But and there's ones for every single faction. So there's 6 different ones of these. We've got ones for every faction, and we also have one for the bad guy. So if you're playing against the Pirates of the Dark Star, or against the Nemesis Beast, or you've got, or you just like the art from those, we've got those as well. So so these came out really nice, but there are some tweaks that we want to make. Oh, sorry, upside down there. There are some tweaks that we want to make with them, so we're going to be going. We've given that feedback to the factory to make improvements on these, and and continue to improve the process. So we're going to be going back and forth with the factory on with the foils, with the score dials, with the box, with all the elements of the Deluxe Nova collection. We're in that process with the factory, going back and forth, tweaking, improving, so that we can make it it's a really beautiful product for you guys. So thanks to everybody who backed that, and work is continuing. And if you want to see like the unboxing of these things, and more close-up pictures and that sort of thing, in the relevant Kickstarters, there's we did an update with some still images and links to unboxing, so you can check those out.
When I first started doing the unboxing videos, so we got a couple deliveries and we brought the boxes up, and we're like, oh, we should do like a unboxing video. So I started taking the video, and Rob opens the first box, and he's like, these are not games. And I was like, what is it? And he's like, dog shampoo. Which I just wanted to mention that because we're getting a new team member. Yes. Tomorrow, maybe we can introduce her next week.
Yeah. So we're getting a new puppy. We're super excited. And the kids are all very excited too as well.
All kinds of things on Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, but so we might have a special guest on next week's show. We'll see.
I think so. But if people would like to see her, you can comment in the comments. We'll decide. We'll see how she's behaving.
Yeah.
Maybe she can pop in like Daisy at the end. All right. So I think that's everything. Do we have any other questions? Looks like we don't have any other questions. So thanks everyone.
Thank you guys.
Thanks very much. Bye.